to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. It's beautiful here today. Can't believe how lovely the weather is. We've had a couple of days this week where it's been really nice. Today's like summer, so I've done my washing and I'm hoping to get my washing dry. But today I'm going to be moving the greenhouse. It's going to be moving from its spec over the top end of the veg garden, and it's going to be moving down into the middle of the veg garden and going up on some breeze blocks. So I'm going to do some footage for you and show you me doing the foundations. I'll show you it once it's up, and then I will show you it once it's all ready to go and got all my seeds back in it. So yeah, I'm going to try and mark out the polytunnel base this week and get that ordered. I didn't think it was worth ordering it until I knew what I wanted, so I'll explain all that to you as well as we go. And yeah, I just thought today was the day that I needed to get the glass out, needed to get it moved, get that sorted, and then I can sort the hedge out, get that taken out and mark out the polytunnel base and get it ordered. So that's my plan for the next couple of days. In the next video I'm going to be showing you me getting the polytunnel base ready and getting the hedge out, and then we can see where we're going from there, and I'll explain to you what the next step is about me getting my polytunnel. I just thought it might be interesting for anyone who is thinking of getting a polytunnel. Some of the pitfalls that you might come across with your land. The biggest pitfall I've got with mine is it's on a slope, and it's on a slope in two directions. It's on a slope from side to side, and it's on a slope from front to back as well. So looking at it, there seems to be about ½ a metre difference from the top to the bottom, and probably about the same from side to side as well. So I've got to try and build a retaining wall for the soil to help that to be able to stay in one place. So my thoughts at the moment are to dig the polytunnel in to the land. I'm not sure how I would do that, because at the top then I would have to have steps down, and I'm not sure that that would work as I get older. But yeah, I'm going to have a really good think about it. But in this video today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving the greenhouse, getting it back up again, and getting it all back with the seeds back in it, so I can carry on seed sowing. Because I haven't done much. The weather's been far too cold, but the weather seems to have broken now, and we seem to be going to be getting some nice weather. So I'm going to do a lot more seeds and get them started. I've got to do all my brassicas, I've got to do all my squashes and courgettes and things. I've got my salad crops to do. So yeah, I've got radish to go in, I've got potatoes to go in, I've got onions, I've got shallots to go in. So now I've moved the greenhouse, I can get the veg garden soil ready and get them planted as well. The chickens are happy in the chicken tractor. So yeah, they're doing a good job down there for me. So yeah, so I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you where the greenhouse is, show you what we're going to be doing with it, and show you the process as I go along. So I'll turn you around. Right, so my first job is getting this bed here cleared and the one next to it. So I've got everything in my cart, and we're just going to take it up the garden up here. Right, for now, simply because I don't know where I'm going to plant them, I'm just going to leave them there in the buckets, and if it rains they'll get watered, and then in the next couple of days I'll sort out where they're going to go, because I've got all that to move, all that to move, all this to move, and all that to move. That's going to be a picket fence, that's for raised beds, and that's for the chicken run. And then there's some stuff over there that's for the barn. So I've done part of the footings for the greenhouse, so it can be moved. I've just got this bit here and another two this way to do, and then that's all level. Well, it's as level as I'm going to get it anyway, without being silly. So the soil is quite clumpy and claggy where I've taken that nice soil off, but hopefully it'll dry out and I'll be able to use it be able to grow in. So I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I might put one of the peaches in there and grow that along the back there. And in theory I could put one of the apricots in as well. So yeah, we shall see. it might be a good way of growing them, and then in front of them I could grow some low growing stuff, like spinach and things like that, and salads. So we'll have to see, but they're my thoughts at the moment. I am going to put a little border here, which is the remains of the raspberry border. I'm leaving the bench there. So I'm thinking I've got some wildflower seeds to sow, so I'm thinking of putting them there. There's going to be a little bit of a border here, a little bit of a border here, and a bit of a fence growing up, like a trellis or something, and that's just going to screen the glass in case anybody trips and falls. So yeah, hopefully that's going to keep it nice and safe. I'm going to put a trellis back along this side, the one that's already around the greenhouse, and grow some passion flower along there. So I've got 2 to go in. I've also got clematis, so I'm thinking of putting a clematis along the fence there. So we shall see when we get there, but I'd like to be able to get the peaches under cover so as I can grow them outdoors all year long without having to take them in and out the garage all the time. So I'm just going to carry on doing this side and doing this bit, and then I'll show you it when it's done and when I'm up to taking the glass out the greenhouse. So see you in a minute. There's lots of bees around today. You can hear them buzzing. Right, so that's the base finished. So I'm going to leave that for the time being, and now I'm going to go and concentrate on taking the glass out. Very pleased with how it's come together. Hopefully it'll be a lot more stable because it's all breeze block. These were what I bought for the polytunnel. So yeah, it's definitely worked out well. The greenhouse is going to sit right in the middle of the stones. So yeah, perfect. Right, so the next job now is to empty the greenhouse. I've got to get all my seeds out, and the staging that I've put in there, I've got to get all that out as well. And I might put my seedlings out in the sun and let them get some fresh air, get some sunlight. And then we'll get on with taking the glass out. It's a gorgeous day here today. Nicest day we've had for a few weeks really. So yeah, I'm just going to finish getting the greenhouse emptied and get myself a cup of coffee, and then we'll move on to the next step. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so this is for one of my lovely viewers who I've been talking to this morning. Just to show you that I do sit down in the garden. I do enjoy the garden, I do sit, I do rest, I do relax. When I'm always showing you things I'm doing, they're the moments when I'm really busy. But this is a moment when I'm going to sit and have my breakfast in the garden, so I'll just show you. So this is for you who I was talking to on Instagram this morning. I won't say your name in case you don't want me to. But I've got crumpets with homemade jam. I've got my gardening magazine, got my coffee, got my fruit and my yoghurt. I've got banana, peaches and coconut yoghurt. And I'm sitting where I'm going to be sitting in front of the greenhouse, looking at the view, listening to the birds. Unfortunately there's a lot of noise in the background. There's a lot of birds as well. So yeah, I'm just going to sit and have my breakfast, have this lot, and then I'm going to go and carry on with that over there. It's nearly empty. I've just got to get the glass out and then I can move it. So I'm going to I've got to go out in half an hour, so I'm going to concentrate on that this afternoon and try and get it all back up in the same day today. So I'm just going to enjoy my breakfast, pop out, and then when I come back I'm going to finish the greenhouse. So I'll show you how I get on later on. See you later. Sorry about the noise in the background, but I just thought I'd show you what the chickens have cleared in 24 hours. So they've done really well, and I've moved them on to the next bit. I keep moving them down and they can keep clearing. So this didn't have so many nettles and brambles in because I took some out, but you can see where I haven't, what they've cleared so far. So doing a good job. Plenty of grubs and things for them to scratch and eat. So happy hens. Right, so the greenhouse is now moved and in its new spec. It's been moved from over there to in the veg garden now, so it's a lot better situated than what it was. I've got to kit out the inside yet. I didn't finish putting the glass in until about 8:30, 8:45 last night, so I didn't get a chance to finish off the inside, but it's a lot better here where it is. Just get up on the soil. There we are. You hear the cuckoo? He came back yesterday. About 7:30 yesterday morning I heard him for the first time, the cuckoo. He's down the valley, he's down the hill. He's down there somewhere. But yeah, so my greenhouse is back in the veg garden, in a better spot where it is. I just need to sort out all around the sides to make sure it's secure when our little friends come round. And yeah, I'm going to do that now. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. On the front here, I'm going to put a trellis either side of the door. I've got 2 pieces of trellis and I've got some clematis. So I'm going to grow 2 clematis, one either side. And then round this side here, I've got the little fence that was up where it was situated. I'm going to put that back here. And then in that bit of soil here, I'm going to put some flowers. I've got some wildflower seeds to sow. So I think I'm going to sow them in here. And they'll come back year after year. So I'm going to put them all the way round, the wildflower seeds, and let them grow by themselves. I'm thinking of putting something up along that side, a piece of netting or something to get something climbing up the back. And then that'll be nice for if people walk past in the field. So yeah, that's going to sort that out. Then the next job after that is that hedge. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. I haven't planted the raspberries back in yet. I don't think they're going to go back in this week because the main thing I want to concentrate on this week is getting the polytunnel space ready, because I'm going to go order that today. If I can get that hedge out, I'm going to order that today because I need to measure the space to make sure it's going to fit and make sure what I need before I order it. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with the greenhouse and then I'll show you when I'm done. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so the greenhouse is all up, everything's all back in, all my seeds are all back in. I've rearranged it slightly, and I've got a nice path to walk on, so it's not as much of a drop down, because it was quite a big drop before. There's just a little step now. I've got my potting bench on this side with all my seeds on. Tomatoes are doing really well. The tree here is going to screen the greenhouse from a lot of the bright sun, which is really nice. And then on the other side here I've got another tree, but the sun at the moment is just here, kind of here, and the sun is coming straight into the greenhouse now. I've got my little potting area here with my compost for doing my seeds. And then on this side I've got more seeds. I've got my trays here and then my seed trays here. So yeah, I've got some storage underneath and then I've got a shelf here. So this is just going to be temporary until I've got the polytunnel up. But as you can see, it's a lot better. I can just get in and out now. It's nice and level, and it's got a bit of a gravel path inside, and then I've marked out the beds in a U shape all the way around so I can grow stuff in there. So once all the polytunnel's up, I'll be able to move all this out and pop that in the polytunnel and get the greenhouse just for growing in. So that's going to be really good. Yeah, I want to screen off this window here a little bit, see what I can get, maybe some frosting or something to screen that off, but or maybe some sif or something just for the summer, just to white it out a little bit. But yeah, so that's my plans for that as well. Sorry, the sunlight's making everything really dark. Pop a trellis on this side and then a trellis on that side and a trellis on that side, and I'm leaving the bench there. So yeah, it'll be much better. I'm going to put a little border here in front, a little border there in front, and a border around the side. So yeah, so that's really good. Right, okay, so the greenhouse is all ready to go. The seeds are back in, and I think that's it for the greenhouse video for now. I'm going to stop this video here. You've seen where I put the greenhouse, you've seen me finish it off, do the foundations, and you've seen some footage of it finished. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go and get on now. I'm going to go and get on with the polytunnel space. I've got the hedge to take out, and I've got the footings to mark out as well. So I'll show you that in the next video. And once I've got the hedges out, seen what I'm doing, measured the difference in the land of the lie, because the top is higher than the bottom, and it's also on an angle like that from side to side. So I need to try and sort that out, and then when I've done that I can order the polytunnel, because I didn't think it was worth ordering it until I'd sorted the base out, until I'd sorted out where it was going, marked it all out, measured it to see if it'll fit the size that I'm getting, and yeah, just basically making sure that it's all right before I order it, because I don't want to go and spend a few £100 on something that's not going to do, so not going to be suitable. So I'm going to be able to have a door at each end, and yeah, I'll explain all that in the next video for you, and that'll be coming up again this week. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed the footage of me doing my greenhouse, putting it all back up again, and seeing it in its final spot and seeing the seeds all back in. So it's a lot easier to get in and out of, it's a lot easier to use. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some seeds. It's got a bit more shade than it had over on the other spot. The other spot was in full sun, but I think that'll be better for growing seeds in. I think it'll be not as hot, not as bright sunlight, and if I can screen off the back end that butts onto the field, it'll be even less light in there, which will be a lot better for growing my seeds, because it'll be more of a dappled light. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go now, so I'll see you in the next video. If you do like my video, please do like, subscribe and hit that bell, and keep up to date with what's happening here at Wildwood Cottage. So enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you soon, and take care, and bye for now. Bye bye.